speaking of adding to the show, it's no secret that All Elite Wrestling has lost one of their co founders and executive vice presidents, Cody Rhodes, the son of Dusty Rhodes, the brother of Goldust, aka Dustin Rhodes, who's still on AEW. So the word on the streets is it's pretty much a done deal that Cody's coming back. Cody, it seems like one of those talents that always ultimately wanted to succeed in WWE. First of all, how big of a blow do you feel that this is to AEW? Not that they were on top of things like their fans think anyway, but how big of a blow do you think it is to them? And can you see Cody being like a Drew McIntyre who I'm not saying what you're doing anywhere else translate to WWE because that's not true. But I do think, when you work at places like AEW and TNA, it's kind of like, a basketball player that goes overseas and stays in shape and stays ready for if they could come back to the NBA. And sometimes it translates into them coming back a little bit better and finding a role. Do you think Cody could be like a Drew McIntyre and move up the card this time around? And how big of a blow do you see this being to AEW?
Move up the card. I'm not sure. I'm not sure on that. Like if we're talking move up as certified main event move up, I
Uh,
do I do. He's gonna come here and do a lot of good things though.
yeah,
But all he has to do is come back, a little different. Well, actually, way different because last time we seen him wasn't he Stardust?
yeah. He's not gonna be Stardust this
Yeah,
time.
so you can't do that again. But I'm not sure he can with the same gimmick from AEW because that might be gimmick stealing.
Yeah.
So he might. I gotta see the gimmick first. Yeah, that's
Mm.
the thing with me. I need to see what is he gonna come as because you don't want to do it in the past, but at the same time you really can't do one over there.
Yeah.
So I definitely see him in that upper mix though, fighting all top talents. I do. I see him in that upper mid card mix.
Yeah. Nah, I think that's a lot of truth to you say. I don't think he could like be identical to that would be gimmick infringement that could get you possibly into some type of copyright trouble. So I don't think he's gonna be exactly how he is in AEW. I think he's gonna be some type of version of what he's built himself to be in AEW. What I respect about Cody is he never tried to rip off his father, even though he is a second generation guy. He's always had a variety of different gimmicks, and they may not have been certified top guy, but they've always been effective, and they always got a lot of TV time and great moments. I always feel like he was flirting with being on his way the whole time. The mask disfigured Cody Rhodes. I thought that was the time to strike on maybe a push with him. Uh, it was a great storyline. He played the character great, using the mask as a weapon, handing out the paper bags. I thought he had something there. He even made the dashing pretty boy gimmick. There's been so many pretty boy gimmicks, and I think he made it different when he had the LED mirror on the Titantron that he looked into and those vignettes. But I think here's how I look at it. I'm not. I think there's levels to being a main eventer, and um, this is the level WWE has. You have the mega constant main eventers that need to always be in there to carry it. Roman, Hulk Hogan, Austin, Cena, Rollins, Daniel Bryan. You got those. Then you have the second tier of main eventers that they're great. Don't get me wrong. There's Hall of Famers, but they kind of move around a lot up the card. Jericho, Miz,
Edge.
Kevin Owens, to some degree Edge in his prime, but Edge was kind of in the top spot a lot too. He was always in the main event at a certain point.
I
But
get what you mean.
that Miz Kevin Owens tier, they could go anywhere, but they're still Hall of Famers. I think he could hit that tier. That Kevin Owens Miz guy who he's in main event matches with Seth and Roman and Lashley sometimes. However, he gets moved down the card if they need him to boost up the mid card. If they need the Intercontinental Championship to have a real threat, he'll go there. If they needed a tag team that made sense, like if he reunited with Randy Orton something, he could do that. I think he's gonna be a high level mid carder like that, but he'll be a top guy that could kind of be a jack of all trades. He could do a little bit of everything.
That they're trying to be bigger. They're trying to be bigger in size.
Yeah, they are.
You look at Cody, his body's kind of big.
he was bigger. He was bigger than he was last time.
He is. No. He is.
And he's I think he's like 6'1". He got height.
But he's still leaning on that smaller side.
He is. He's leaning on that abs and cardio side, not that meat and muscle size.
So he's gonna have to come here and really wow people, in order to get in that type of spot. And that's can he come with a character that really, because that's what he's gonna have to do. Because if you notice, all the smaller dudes event spot that you talked about, they did that.
It's true.
The Ryan type of cats.
The Seth Rollins,
AJ Styles,
the AJ type of cats. They really should to get. I'm not sure Cody can. I'm not sure he's on that level.
That's a fair point.
I'm not sure. Not sure.
That's a fair point. No, we have to see it. And I'm very interested to seeing if he's worked on his craft as a pure performer enough to be able to come in and do that. I do know he cuts a hell of a promo. This man could cut a promo. He's not one of those second generation guys that his dad had promos and he fell behind. He could cut a hell of a promo. I think that's something that could be very key here. Like, his ability to really sell a feud and sell emotion and amp people up is going to be the X factor in this. He's always been solid in the ring. He's a natural, technically sound, smooth guy. But I think his promo ability and what his character's about, his character's identity, is going to be very big in carrying him here.
No, that's a good point, because he has everything else.
He has everything.
He has everything else. In the ring, he's always kind of been sharp, and he learned from the best. He learned from
did.
The Orton type of cats. He learned from those type of guys. So if I'm just concerned, is he really gonna be able to like put a stamp on his character the way those guys did?
Yeah.
Because those guys, they really like came here and changed the atmosphere. That's why they get what they get.
And they never make you, and the way they work in the ring, they work physical that you don't even realize that they're undersized. That's what I like about all those guys that we named. Seth Rollins, he knows how to lay it in. So AJ really knows how to lay it in. I think he doesn't get enough credit for that. Like, he doesn't fight small. They fight like they're really tearing down a big man, and they're so unique with their moveset and arsenal.
Right. And they had a strong enough presence too.
Yeah.
Where they wasn't getting over. They wasn't getting shadowed by the guy that was across from them. Like, no matter who they were in there with, even with guys like Lesnar and Reigns, they never shadowed. Their character was strong enough to go toe to toe.
It's cool.
I just
never were out of place.
I just need to see if Cody can do that. I need to see it.